Not actually being paid for any of that time yet. They only receive payment when the real estate transaction actually closes. All right, here with episode 2. Okay, so the question is, how are real estate agents paid? Shout out to Emily for this question. I mean, the truth is, a lot of people don't know. Like, I was literally at an event and this guy told me that there was like some 6% rule. First of all, real estate agents largely, this is like in my position, are paid on commission. Like W-2 employees, they don't receive like hourly pay from their brokerage, right? So contract employees paying our license with a real estate brokerage, and largely that is to maintain compliance. Work with the brokerage together. We work with them, but we're not employed by them. Yeah, we just don't receive an hourly wage. So whenever your real estate agent is giving you a phone call, or like, let's say you're out touring houses, for example, and you haven't actually hired that agent, or you're calling them and talking to them, they're not actually being paid for any of that time yet. They only receive payment when the real estate transaction actually closes. So if you're a buyer, it would purchase actually happens. And if you're a seller, it's the same deal when the purchase actually happens. Like the things that's like the beauty of real estate is like the system is so low barrier. Like the seller does not have to come out of pocket and pay for the person, right? Like it's all contingent on whether or not you actually make the purchase or actually sell your home in the case of sellers and buyers. And I think that's great. Right? It's made it very low barrier. You don't have to have any cash up front to receive services from a professional licensed agent. The commission that agents are paid is negotiable. So you could talk to your agent that you're wanting to hire, and you could talk to them about, hey, you know, like, what about this? What about that? And you could try to negotiate with them and see what fee they would be willing to work with you for. Currently, right now, there is a market rate for real estate services in Washington State. You can have your real estate agent pull that up. They can actually pull up, because all that data is loaded into MLS. At least for the buyers. I don't believe that data is in there for the listing agents. But for the buyers, the buyer agent information is actually published in MLS, and you can have them pull up that data and they can tell you what the average commission was paid for these buyer agents. All the data is not like actually warehoused and collected for every single real estate transaction, like all pieces of where all the money is being moved, right? So different entities that are involved in the real estate transaction have access to this information. It's not like all centralized. So, you know, like for example, maybe somebody can answer this, but I don't think that we know like the rates for every attorney in the state. You know, I don't think that's published anywhere. You know, it could be. You know, if it is, and somebody is an attorney and they're hearing this, hey, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and correct me and leave it in the comments and leave the link where those rates are posted. This is the question about how they're paid. We don't really receive hourly rates. So like if you work with your agent and, you know, they list your house and it takes 6 months to sell, they don't get paid that entire time. If you work with an agent and you want to buy a house and you're looking at houses for, 12 months, and you go out every weekend and see a place with them, they are not paid at all for any of that time period. So they only get paid once you actually buy something. And that's the other piece of it. Let's say you go out with an agent, you know, for 2 or 3 months and you never find a house. Well, they went out, they helped you out, they let you into these houses, they did the research for you, they had the phone calls with you, they educated you, they did all these pieces. They may have even written offers for you or whatever. They don't get paid anything unless you buy something. You know, it's kind of like, how would you rather have it? Would you rather have the real estate agent like bill you like billable hours? I mean, I don't even know what it's called. Like a billable hour, or like maybe you pay them like half the fee up front, and then if you don't buy anything, they keep that fee. And then if you actually buy something, they get the full fee. I don't know. Like understand the issue. Like the way that it is currently set up, like, I mean, you know, in a lot of ways, people receive real estate services for nothing, for free. If you have a question, and you could, again, I said spans the gamut. So whatever the question is, leave it down in comments. You can also DM it to me. I'd love to answer it. So go ahead and send it. Are looking to buy a home here in the Snohomish County area, I would love to help you out. I do have 2 home buyer classes coming up. One of them is on June 8th, and the home buyer class is free. Just educate you, let you know what the process is like, give you like the secret shortcuts. And then the other one is later in June. I believe it's June 29th. So if either of those dates work for you, please shoot me a message and I'll get you RSVP'd. Other than that, I hope to see you again soon, and take care. Bye-bye.